A deep human tale of Switzerland's history. Chapter 1. The Land Before Time, a Silent Cradle. Long before flags were raised or oaths were sworn, Switzerland was a raw and wild canvas of nature. Towering peaks slumbered beneath blankets of snow. Ancient glaciers carved out valleys, and crystal-clear lakes mirrored the sky's ever-changing moods. In this breathtaking cradle of natural drama, early Celtic tribes, such as the Helvetii, roamed. They herded livestock, worshipped forest spirits, and danced in sacred groves under the moonlight. Life was harsh, yes, but intimate ballet with nature. But shadows gathered in the south. Epilogue. The soul of Switzerland. Switzerland's history isn't one of conquest or empire. It's the tale of a people who chose unity over ambition, beauty over dominance, and freedom over fear. Its valleys echo with stories of rebels and lovers, artists and monks, warriors and dreamers. Its future, like its past, lies in harmony, not just of voices, but of purpose. And if you listen closely on a quiet alpine night, you might just hear the whisper of the Rutli Oath, still echoing among the stars. Chapter 11. Modernity in Harmony. 21st Century Switzerland. Today, Switzerland is a paradox and a miracle. It's one of the most technologically advanced, yet deeply traditional countries. Its democracy is one of the world's most direct. People vote on everything from taxes to cow welfare. The 4 national languages, German, French, Italian, Romansh, exist not in tension, but in respectful coexistence. Swiss trains run on time. Mountains host climbers and monks alike. Festivals celebrate yodeling, jazz, and robotics in the same breath. Romance lives in candlelit chalets and springtime festivals. Struggles persist about immigration, neutrality, and environmental policy. But they are debated with the care of mountain stonemasons placing each brick. Chapter 10. Banking, Diplomacy, and Reconciliation. Post-war 1900s. Switzerland became a symbol of diplomacy. Geneva hosted the United Nations. The Red Cross, founded by Swiss visionary Henri Dunant, flourished. Swiss banks, cloaked in secrecy, boomed, a double-edged sword. The world's money came here, but so did its shadows. Yet the Swiss were not blind. In the late 20th century, investigations revealed Nazi gold and Holocaust victims' accounts hidden in vaults. The nation began reckoning with its past, slowly but honestly. Chapter 9. 2 world wars, no bullets fired. Yet everything changed. When World War I erupted, Switzerland held firm to neutrality. Surrounded by chaos, it became a haven for refugees, spies, and thinkers. In Zurich, Lenin plotted revolution. In Geneva, the League of Nations dreamed of peace. World War II tested Swiss neutrality harder. Nazi Germany loomed. Swiss airspace was violated. Jewish refugees were turned away. A decision that still stains the nation's conscience. Yet Switzerland never fell. Mountains were mined, militias drilled, secret codes whispered in alpine valleys. And when the war ended, Switzerland emerged untouched physically, but deeply scarred morally. Chapter 8. The Calm Between Storms, Mountains, Clocks, and Chocolate, 1600s to 1800s. Peace brought prosperity. Switzerland embraced precision, craftsmanship, and science. The first watches were crafted in Geneva. Chocolate recipes passed from nuns to bakers. The Alps, once feared, became a source of beauty and pride. Romantics like Lord Byron and Mary Shelley found inspiration here. Frankenstein was born during a stormy stay in Geneva. Swiss beauty stirred not only poets but revolutionaries. Still, beneath the calm, inequality simmered. Peasants struggled. The urban elite grew rich. Some cantons rebelled. But even in hardship, Switzerland kept its balance, like a tightrope walker on a wind-swept ridge. Chapter 7: Mercenaries and Neutrality. The Price of Peace. Swiss mercenaries became feared across Europe. They fought in Italy, France, and even for the Pope. Their courage was unmatched, but so were their losses. The sack of Rome, 1527, saw the Swiss Guard defend the Vatican with almost every man perishing. Their discipline left a legacy still honored today. You can see them in their Renaissance armor at the Vatican. After centuries of bloody entanglements, Switzerland chose a radical path: neutrality. They'd been everywhere, fought everyone. Now, they'd become the world's quiet observer. Chapter 6: Love, Art, and the Reformation, 1500s. The 16th century brought not only war, but profound inner conflict. The Protestant Reformation. Ulrich Zwingli in Zurich preached a return to spiritual simplicity. His sermons tore through Catholic traditions like mountain winds. Towns chose sides. Families were divided. Priests burned books. Others kissed crosses goodbye. Amid this turbulence, artists like Hans Holbein painted portraits that held layers of beauty and pain. A young woman named Anna Keller, a Catholic merchant's daughter, fell in love with a Protestant printer's son, Matthias Brunner. Their love, forbidden by faith, is remembered in Old Zurich poetry, symbolic of a nation struggling between past and future. Chapter 5: Blood in the Snow. Battles for Identity. Over the next 2 centuries, Switzerland fought tooth and nail to retain independence. Major battles like Morgarten, 1315, and Sempach, 1386, saw ragtag Swiss soldiers defeat better-equipped Habsburg forces. They weren't warriors by birth, but by necessity. In one tale, Arnold von Winkelried sacrificed himself at Sempach by impaling enemy spears with his body so comrades could break the line. His dying cry, "Make way for liberty." Meanwhile, the Confederacy grew. More cantons joined. More alliances were made. But it wasn't all glory. There were internal rivalries, civil wars, and betrayals. Yet every step was a stitch in the Swiss tapestry. Chapter 4: The Birth of a Nation. A Pact in the Mountains, 1291. The Swiss story truly begins in 1291, with a humble yet fateful act. In the secluded alpine meadows of Rütli, representatives of 3 forest cantons, Uri, Schwyz, and Unterwalden, met under the stars. They swore the Rütlischwur, a solemn oath to defend one another from foreign oppressors, particularly the Habsburgs. This was no grand empire, no king's blessing, just farmers, herdsmen, and hunters bound not by power, but by freedom. Legend adds color. Wilhelm Tell, a skilled marksman, defied the tyrannical Austrian bailiff Gessler by shooting an apple off his son's head. Whether real or myth, Tell's defiance became the heartbeat of the Swiss spirit. Quiet but unbreakable. Chapter 3: After Rome. Dark Ages and light in the valleys. As the Roman Empire crumbled, Switzerland was left adrift in a sea of chaos. Tribes like the Alemanni and Burgundians moved in. Villages burned. Forests reclaimed abandoned roads. But the people survived, knitting together new identities through Christianity, trade, and sheer endurance. Monasteries like St. Gall, founded in the 7th century, became bastions of knowledge. Illuminated manuscripts flickered in candlelit libraries, while outside, wolves howled in alpine forests. Monks recorded not only psalms, but the tales of everyday life, of star-crossed lovers, heroic herders, and haunted lakes. Chapter 2. When Rome Knocked, the Helveti's Last Stand. The Roman Empire expanded like a firestorm. Julius Caesar, ever hungry for glory, clashed with the Helvetii in 58 BCE during their westward migration. The Battle of Bibracte wasn't just blood and steel. It was a clash of worldviews. Legends say that a Helvetian warrior named Ario, torn between protecting his family and leading his people to freedom, fell in love with Lucilla, a Roman envoy's daughter. Their secret meetings in a forest glade embodied both the unity and tragedy of conquest. Ario died in battle. Lucilla disappeared. But whispers of their love lived on in mountain songs. Switzerland was absorbed into Roman Gaul, and towns like Aventicum, modern-day Avenches, flourished. Roads connected the isolated valleys, and Latin words seeded future languages.